www.ecosystemscom.ng.
Hello, my name is Kende Oyeniyi. I'm officially welcoming you to my YouTube channel, Opera Kenny TV, where I'll be anchoring a show titled My Show, Your View. I'll be anchoring this show with industry experts, forefront leaders, and we'll be discussing topics ranging from politics, family, intimacy, education, career, travel, health for men and women. Today is the maiden edition on this show, and I have with me someone from the supply chain industry. He's an expert. Welcome with me, Paul Agbaje. Let me bring him in. He will introduce himself, and I will put him on the spot, like you always know I will do. I'll put him on the spot. I told you the show is my show and your view. So my job on the show is just to ask them questions. I'll be bringing experts, industry experts. I'll be bringing forefront leaders. I'll be bringing people that have invested so much in their career, into their career and into their life. I'll be bringing them in for you to enjoy. So my job is to ask them questions, and their job is to give me the experience, is to give me the expert opinions, and to give us reliable information that will be useful to myself and yourself as we move on with our life. So join me in welcoming Paul Agbaje. He will introduce himself. You can unmute your mic if you would like us to see your face. Unmute your mic on your video, and you can come live onto my show.
Hello.
Hello, Paul. It's nice seeing your face again. How are you today?
I'm doing great. I'm doing very, very good. How are you?
All right. I just launched my channel some days ago, and I sent to a few of my friends, yourself inclusive, and the channel, I target a joy project. So I noticed that globally, in terms of economics and economically, almost all countries are passing through one phase or the other, and people are facing through a lot. A lot of people are in depression already. A lot of people have lost their jobs. So I opened this channel to serve as an alternative to depression, alternative to sadness, alternative to whatsoever they are passing through, just to distract them of all their pain for 30 minutes or 1 hour that we'll be having this show. So I'll be bringing a lot of guests, and I'm very, very excited that you are the first. You'll be appearing on my channel as first guest on this channel. It's my channel, it's Opera Kenny TV, but the show is tagged My Show and Your View. So like I told my audience when I was introducing myself before you came in, my job is to ask you questions, to put you on the spot. Sorry for using that language. And your job is to give me your experience on whatsoever topic that we've chosen that will benefit my audience and the world at large. My dream is to reach thousands of people globally with this show and with people of your experience that we're bringing on the show. So if you can, in some seconds or minutes, can you introduce yourself to my audience?
Okay. Once again, so my name is Paul Temitope Agbaje, and I'm actually on the show tonight. So I'm actually been the one being put on the spot, and nice to meet you all.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you. That introduction for me, it's okay because I know you. But for my audience, especially concerning the topic that we are discussing this night, it's very short and minute. Tell us about your experience. Tell us about your job. Tell us about your country. Some people don't even know your country. Tell us about yourself. Are you married? All those kind of introductions.
Okay. That's great. So, once again, let me just restart. So, my name is Paul Agbaje, and personally, I'm actually married. I'm a Nigerian, and one with an amazing boy, lovely boy, And professionally, I'm actually a diligent leader, and I've actually amassed over 13 years of experience in
Wow.
uh,
I said so in
operation.
my introduction. I said so.
Yeah, so that's me in short, actually. So I'm actually open to the questions.
Okay. Are you in Nigeria now?
No, currently I'm actually in the UK, in the United
Oh,
Kingdom.
in the United Kingdom. So you
Yes.
also jackpine to the UK.
Yeah, so if you say so, yes. I also Jackpot.
Okay. So why you were still in Nigeria? What were you into? What were you doing?
I mean, back then in Nigeria, actually, I'm working for a very good firm. We all know the organization Procter and Gamble, and one of the great operations leaders there. And I've actually amassed a lot of world of experience all across different sections, different functions as well, coming from supply chain down to operations. And I'm actually, I mean, doing good. I mean, in my own. So, but at the same time, I was actually having like some side business, up to 4 side business, whereby I was actually I own a personal company whereby I actually deal with electrical works, and at the
Hmm?
same time I have some outlets whereby people comes to view now viewing centers where we watch football, stuff like that. And I'm also an agent for these betting companies like that. So I'm actually like someone that is into many things, but
Okay.
all in all, I'm actually being I'm okay.
Okay. So from what you just said now, you can agree with me that you were doing fine in Nigeria as a person in terms of your career and as a family. You were doing fine, right?
Yes, yes, yes. I'm doing quite all right. I'm doing fine.
Okay, so that takes me, your response now just takes me to my first question. So why did you leave Nigeria? Why? If you were doing fine, you work with a good company. P&G is one of the great multinationals in the world. Uh, if you are working with them and you are working in a good role, and you also have four-side business that are passive income to you, why then do you leave Nigeria? And when did you leave?
Um, so let me start from your last part of the question. So I left Nigeria 2021, and so I left with my wife, and the decision to relocate from Nigeria to the United Kingdom was primarily driven by the pursuit for better opportunities, both professionally and personally. So, and personally, I actually want to expand my horizons. I actually want to challenge myself in a new environment. I want to access other resources that are actually available in this land. One of the key thing is, that time we're looking at the economy of the country. That time, some of my business and one of my business is not actually not as it was actually having like a source of like uh, hiccup. So with that, myself and my wife actually we sat down, we had a discussion, and she told me she really want to like explore, and at the same time, I mean, come to a country whereby we'll be able to experience a different work culture. So, and I see it as an opportunity, and that's one of the reason why I actually moved to the UK. So to contribute to my personal and financial growth as well, and opportunities that may not be readily available in Nigeria. So that's the reason why I japa. That's the reason why I move.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah,
Uh, so you left Nigeria, you japa because you think you'll be exposed to more opportunities in United
of
Kingdom
course.
than you
Yeah.
were in Nigeria then.
Yes.
Okay, so why then UK? There are opportunities in Germany, opportunities in United States, opportunities in Canada, opportunities in Rwanda. Rwanda is one of the best countries in Africa now. Why did you choose UK? What's the attraction for you and your family?
Mm, for me, UK actually has always held like a special love for me. I mean, due to its cultural heritage, we all actually know about all here London every now and then, and some of the things that actually attracted was, the heritage. While growing up, we see how what their story behind how they come to be, and I I I know UK had to have a diverse population. I mean, we have Indians, we have people from different parts of the world coming, uh, living in the UK. Then the language, English. So I can actually use that same English to communicate with other people here. And so they have different world educational institutions and a robust job market. So looking at it, I see that UK has a reputation of offering a high quality of life. So additionally, looking generally, they also have like strong economy, advanced infrastructure, and different factors that are so major that attracted me to the country. So those are those things that I look at that makes me to make that decision to come to the United Kingdom.
Okay, so what route did you use with your family to come to the UK? Most people come through study. Some people come through work route. Some people come through global talent visa. There's a lot of route, multiples. Which one did you come through? And why did you choose that route?
Okay, yeah. So I actually came through. My family came through student visa, and that time is actually the I mean the one that is actually easier to get at that time, and that is so simple to go through that time, because that time we have a lot of the global talent visa is not that like explicit, more open like the way it is today. And though it has actually been there, but it's not being mined and not being discussed and being used the way we are
Okay.
being as it's being used today. The other type of visa, we have I mean the other tier two, you have to like secure a job before moving there. And at the same time, and the other side of tier two as well have not been in existence. It just created that after it got into the country. So I
Okay.
actually got to student visa.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for. I like it. You're very explicit in your answer. So coming through the process from Nigeria, how was it like? Some people, I know people that have been trying to come to United Kingdom through the study routes that you use with your family, and it has always been a failure, prove abortive for them. How was the process like? Can you take us through the process? How was it like? Is it that rigorous, or is a process that is smooth, that is easy?
Actually, the immigration process from Nigeria to the United Kingdom involved several steps, and these actually include obtaining a visa, and it's actually easy if reading online, learning more about the process, what to do, how we're going to go about it. The only bit that is actually much more difficult is getting the money, because it's so expensive.
Mm.
So yeah, so the process actually involves like obtaining the visa. That's the first thing. The second thing is securing accommodations, and the third thing is about finding employment and finding your feet. So I some of an aspect of the process actually is as like it requires thorough documentations and preparation. So I mean, I found the process generally relatively manageable,
Okay.
and with proper planning and guidance, you can
Okay,
actually get it.
I'll put you on the spot there. Most people generally believe, and there was a documentary released by, was it BBC or something in UK, with a guy, I don't want to mention his name, and the guy said explicitly, and most people agree with him, that people only use study routes to come to the UK as a means to migrate, or as a means to cross that channel or to cross the fence into the so-called greener pasture. Did you actually finish your study? Are you the student? Is it your wife? Did you actually finish studying? Did you study? Did you end your degree? Or it was just a means of migrating for you also?
It's actually a two in one, so it's actually a twin. So my wife was the one that came through the route, the store, the sorry, so I came in as a dependent. So and she finished her, she came for her master's in her MBA in business administration.
She
And
finished.
so she finished, though, like we
Okay.
said, tough, expensive, but she finished. And and the route is actually useful. I mean, like I said, two in one, also to relocate at
So
the same time.
there are some people that will get this admission from Nigeria and they will
Yeah,
come to the UK and they will forsake the so-called degree and they
of
will
course.
find a greener pasture, right?
Of course, of course. Most of them actually come in, and the moment they actually get into the country, they are looking for how to change their student visa to a work visa, which is
So
like a
you
tier two
agree.
visa.
So you agree with that guy.
Yeah, yes, to some extent, yes. But the reason why I didn't agree fully is because not everyone was actually in that shoe. Some people are actually holistically, they're actually coming for the school and they intend to finish the school. Most of them finish the school and also move on to get another type of visa along the line.
Okay, there is a mystery that I would like you to demystify for me. So I'm moving into you. We've talked about pre-UK.
Yeah.
We are talking about UK itself. You are in UK now. When you finally got to the UK, when you migrated with your wife, I want you to demystify. People think, especially people in Africa, they think it's easy when you come. In fact, a lot of people think when you come, there are a particular place you have to go to get money, to get cash. And getting job is 100%. You have to do, getting a good job is 100%. Live in a good house, the medical is fine, blah, blah, blah. How is settling for you? How is settling down in the UK? How is it for you when you finally migrated? How was it for you?
Okay, I mean, for me, I will take it as a bunch. So I will categorize the migration journey into three different phases, and so coming from Nigeria or your home country, which is the like two phases in this in this phase we have like two sections. The first section is like a pre-departure, and that's before you move. So
Mhm.
I mean, the planning and preparing for the move, that includes the obtaining of the necessary documents from the airport, the movement, arrangement of their for the accommodation and transportation when you even get here. That's actually one of the section in the first stage, in the first phase. And also the other section is arrival and settlement phase section. This is actually getting adjusting to the new environment. Number one is finding an accommodation. To some extent, it's not that easy because you just have to like have a lot of requirements before you get a house.
Mhm.
Then you need to familiarize yourself with the local systems and service because what they use for example, in Essex, the different sides, London, Yorkshire, Midlands is different. So their local systems and services is different, and also establishing a support network. I mean, in terms of networking with friends, family, church, so something like that. So that's actually a whole one phase as a whole. Then the second phase is now about uh, the uh, job search and also the integration section. So and the job search is actually when you're actively seeking for employment opportunities, like networking and adapting to the job market. You know, a lot of people, I mean, thrive despite the fact they have like millions of unfortunately that's the word they usually use, unfortunately.
Fortunately.
So unfortunately, then there is actually what we call integration phase. So the integration phase is fully settling into the new community by building social connections and embracing the local culture. So and which I actually found myself, I've actually passed the job search stuff like so. The integration phase is actually what I see myself in terms of embracing, because I just even moved to another locations right in the Midlands. So embracing that local culture and then building social connections around where I am at the moment. And the third phase is when you are fully established, into the system, and maybe you're like a citizen. So like, let me just in summary, I would just say that the first phase can be your first 2 years or first 3 years. The second phase would be like your 3 to 5 or to 6 years. Then your third phase would be like 10 years that you've been into the country. So I know each phase comes with its own set of challenges and adjustments. So and successfully navigating through this uh, each of these phases is very crucial for a very well-rounded migration experience. So that's how I can actually
Okay, so
categorize the
for
journey.
jobs, you mentioned jobs. How easy was it for you? You've amassed a lot of experience in Nigeria. I wouldn't know how many years you work with Procter and Gamble or maybe other companies in Nigeria, but you have that experience. You were a professional there.
Yes.
How easy was it to come into the market in UK? Does discrimination really exist in the United Kingdom? Because people said there is like a sentiment for people of a specific color when you go for interview, when you apply for some job, when they see your name, even see your name alone can disqualify you from getting a job. And if you are lucky to be invited from interview, they have your decisions at the back of your mind. Interviewing you or inviting you is just an official something that they have to do. So does discrimination exist? Then how easy was it for you to navigate through job searching and getting the kind of job that you do? And most people in UK believe most people in Nigeria believe when you're in UK, the most easiest job and maybe the easy to find job to do is these care jobs. Is that what you are doing? Are you a professional in care industry? If not, what are you doing? And how easy was it for you to get what you are doing in the United Kingdom when you moved in?
Okay. So thank you for that question. Let me just start from where you stop. Actually, I'm not a care professional. I've never done
Oh,
care. I've never done any other
oh, okay.
job. So, and prior to coming to the UK, I've actually amassed a diverse set of skills, and I've actually had over 14 years of experience before coming to the UK, and part of which like 10 years in Procter and Gamble, which is the later job I actually so and while I can't speak for everyone's experience, I believe that the the UK job market, like any other place, like any other country, is very, very diverse. So why racism exists to some extent, but it is not actually not the sole determinant in securing a job. So the qualifications, your skills, your networking, they play a major pivotal roles in securing a job. And me, for example, coming into the UK, I got transferred from Procter and Gamble Nigeria down to Procter and Gamble London.
Oh,
So
so it was seamless for you. You entered the country with a job offer in hand.
yes, I actually came to the country with a job offer. Dude, that's not what the plan initially, because
Okay.
the plan initially is just to to transit to with my family, but at the same time, so the opportunity, because of the fact that it depends on how well you're doing in the organizations, and they actually need my expertise in the P&G London here, and which is actually the biggest sulfidation site in the world.
Okay.
So, and going down deep down to our discussion about getting a job in the UK. So, the UK promotes equal opportunities actually. So, and there are various resources available to address workplace discrimination here, whereby when people are not doing well to you, they are, I mean, behaving in one way or the other, you can raise different form of like uh, um uh, alert. Tell them that to inform them that you are actually being bullied or something like that. They different.
So even to the white folks, it's a
Yes,
crime if you were bullied or if people call you racist. Is that what you are saying? No,
yes, yes, yes.
if people show racism to you, it's like a crime. You can report them.
Of course, you can. When I came into the integrated into Procter and Gamble London, yeah, in my whole department, as in that side, I was actually the only black guy. So
Wow.
let me use that word, black guy. So and why I cannot speak for everyone's experience, because different people have their different experience, So, but I believe that the job market in the UK, like in any other country, can be very, very competitive. So, why qualification and experience are very important in securing employment, it is also essential to understand and acknowledge that the systemic issues such as racism and bias can sometimes influence hiring decision. So, and for example, I've gotten within my stay in the UK, I've gotten up to uh 9 job offers. So
Wow.
which I declined most of them. And there are some that I even got to that I went to, to the interview, got all the questions. Finished all the questions. Every day I was like, I'm on top of this. I've gotten this. One thing that gave me the boldness was because of the fact that I was, I've gotten used to the system. I understand the systems. I understand what they are asking for. I understand what I need to give to them just for me to get the job. But because of the fact that they see that I actually have the experience, I have the skills, I have the requirement, but because of the fact that they see me coming as a black guy to be operations manager on the mill, so I'm going to be like the site operations manager for them in the mill, and that's somewhere around Bruce.
That's a trigger already for them.
Exactly, that's like a trigger for them. And even afterwards, I was able to get the site warehouse operations manager role. I've gotten like operations manager role in Amazon as well, and a couple of roles that I even later turned down. So, however, I believe that with determination, perseverance, and a strong work ethics, individuals can overcome barriers and succeed in the job market. One thing I actually see that we can actually do, we can succeed in the job market. And right now, we thank God for His message, and here we are today.
Okay, so are you still with Procter and Gamble? Are you still in the London plant?
No, 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 no. I'm actually I'm now with out of Kotangambo. I'm
You left
actually,
Procter and Gamble already.
yes, I left already. So
So you left some people's prayer request. Were you scared? On the lighter note, leaving Procter and Gamble, one of the best companies, even in Nigeria, let alone working with Procter and Gamble in United Kingdom, making that decision, were you scared leaving Procter and Gamble, another company?
I mean, to be honest, I will tell you this. At first, I was scared because I'm also actually on Procter and Gamble is the one sponsoring me as at that time. So, and then like I said before, I came in through a route as a dependent on a student visa, but Procter and Gamble took up the sponsorship, so they sponsored myself and my family, and then leaving to like another company. But I was like thinking that there's actually that fear factor. That's very, because when you are in a place whereby your job is 100% secure, there's no issues. And then back in Procter and Gamble London, I was actually the operations lead. So whereby there is like like I have a big support system. So it's very, very, it's going to be, before something gets to me, it would have gotten to a lot of people. Their head would have actually been rolling on the floor before it gets to me.
Yeah.
Exactly. So now it's so like going outside that shell, that comfort zone. So, and I look at it and look at what is coming in. Being a site process manager, site process lead is something bigger in terms of what the kind of project. And I actually be handling a project of what over 200 million pounds.
Wow.
So something that actually put me in the give me the green light was with my current company. I have to just approach. I told them I'm going to need 3 months before I join you. They waited. They said that I'm going to need this and that. I'm going to need. So they said that okay, no worries. Everything you need, we're going to get for you.
Wow.
Even you have to take up the
And you're an
sponsorship.
African. They are giving you all these benefits in white man country. That's
Yes,
good.
yes, 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 yes.
I believe I believe my audience are listening and they will see that maybe most of the things they are listening to or they are hearing about United Kingdom are not true. It depends on you. your qualification and how you network with people in getting jobs in the UK. There are
Of course.
some that would be discriminated, but I think if you have the right qualities and the
Yes.
experience, you will
Of course.
definitely find something. We'll be out of time very soon, and I still have a few questions. What would be your advice to people in Nigeria watching you now? Because a lot of people are going to be watching this show. Will you still advise people to come to the UK? There have been series of laws now, laws on postgraduate, laws on work visa, laws on global talent. Will you still advise anyone to migrate to the UK, or you will say, guy, don't come to the UK, go to US, go to Canada, or you will still advise them to come to United Kingdom?
I mean, personally, my advice to individuals, to everyone considering to relocate to the UK or any other country, is to thoroughly research and understand the opportunities and the challenges associated with the move they want to make. At first, that's the first thing. And it is also very essential to have a clear plan in place, including financial preparations, and to be open-minded and be adaptable to the new experiences that's coming in. So, there's one language I usually use. You need to unlearn to learn. So for you to learn anything, you need to unlearn. So despite those challenges, I believe that pursuing opportunities abroad can be immensely rewarding. Let's forget about this is the only thing they are doing there. You can do something different. And I will still encourage individuals to explore their options and pursue their dreams, irrespective of whatever the current situations are. So far you can actually afford it, please go for it.
Okay. Thank you for your time, and thank you for sharing all those experiences with us. Do you have any medium, any channel where people can reach you if they want to reach you? Do you have anything on Facebook? Do you do anything that people can follow you? You can say that in some. If you have, share in some seconds before we leave.
Yes. I understand. Yes, I actually have 2 YouTube channels that I'm very, very passionate about. So, the first one is actually called The World of Sports, and this channel is actually where we delve into discussion about various sports, analyze games, where we share sports related content. It's actually a space for enthusiasts like me and you to engage in conversation about their favorite teams, about their favorite players, about sporting events. So, and the second channel is Natural Health Solution, and this is dedicated to exploring natural remedies and holistic approaches to health and wellness. So, on this channel, I share valuable information about natural remedies, healthy lifestyle choices, and overall well-being. And it's a platform aimed at promoting a more natural and sustainable approach to health. So I invite anyone interested in sport or natural health to check out these channels. And if you find any content available, I will be grateful if you subscribe and to stay updated on our latest discussion. And also on Facebook, we have ATP. There's a page for me on my Facebook page. So thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Paul Agbaje. Thank you for accepting our invite. And thank you for being my first guest on my show and your view. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
TV today. It's nice. We've enjoyed you. It has been a nice conversation. I believe what you've said helped a lot of people who want to migrate, especially who would like to come to UK or to any other country as well. So thank you, and hopefully we'll find time to connect again and we'll talk more. Maybe on sports. One day like that will come up.
Of course.
Banter each other on sports. So thank you. And please enjoy your evening. Regards to your family and to your son. So I'll see you some other time. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
So that's our show for tonight. On my show and your view, I believe you've enjoyed Paul Agbaje with the experience he has shared. Join me next week Friday on another edition of my show, Your View, where I will be bringing another enthusiast. Let me borrow Paul's English. I will be bringing another person to talk to you on other topics, which I believe you will enjoy. Like I said, join me on this show every Friday, UK time, 8 p.m. and not want to miss it. Right. Thank you.